I'm Malcolm. It's Coffee with Malcolm, Sunday morning edition. I am out here in front of Jittery Joe's. I have my cup of coffee, and we're going to talk about some stuff today, like the National Day today. Of course, the coffee is blazing hot, so I'll take the lid off so it could kind of cool down a little bit. But I had a cheese at Ange. That was really good. Yep, the beard's coming out. You guys can see that. I had a little some time off from the beard, and now I'm bringing it back. But it's all good. There's Johnny B. Hey, Johnny. How you doing today? You're headed home from work, I presume. Did that cloud just appear behind me like that? That was weird. And then not disappears. Uh, Camera. Anyway, it's not going to rain. It's not forecasted to rain. Today is National Chai Day. So if you like chai, today's your day. And then chai means tea. So if somebody says, I want a chai tea, then they're saying, I want a tea tea. And if you say it fast enough, they want a titty. So they're confused. Little things in life. Um, but yeah. And now you know, you've learned something this morning. What's been up with you, Johnny B? What have you been up to, my man? You kind of just kind of float in and out a little bit. Used to be more engaging. But anyway, there goes my train of thought again. Derailed. Oh man, yesterday was a complete waste of a day. Just sat around the house and played video games. Looking at some new guns. Do you have like, how many do you have total in numbers? Like 23 or something like that? I have two. One for each hand. That's it. Seen that video of that little girl shooting the two guns? She's like tiny little thing. She's in there. Da, 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 da. One for each hand. That's all you need. Okay. Well, you could argue that the troops in Chicago get to carry rifles. Why can't you? You only have two. Well, the way you talk, you sound like you have like a dozen. That's cool. I haven't been to the range. I found that I shoot better with just shooting it single-handedly than trying to hold it with two hands. My aim is better with just one hand than trying to hold it with two. So I'll go back to the range again and test that theory. It may have been just kind of a one-off thing or something like that. But we'll see. I could go today. They open at noon today. You can. I can go to the gun range and shoot guns at 12, but I can't drink alcohol until 12:30. It's so stupid. I can go shoot my guns at a range in the city at 12, but I can't buy alcohol, beer, or anything until 12:30 on Sunday. I'm more worried about a freedom of speech, the First Amendment, getting canceled for just voicing their opinion. That's a bigger concern right now for me. Just like the Jimmy Kimmel is a prime example. It's what was it? Ricky Gervais said, it's like just because you're offended doesn't mean you're right. And he has some other things about freedom of speech that are perfectly that make perfect sense. You know, I don't know. there's a lot of things I don't agree with people say out there, but they don't get canceled for it. Just because somebody says something you don't like doesn't mean they get canceled. The only thing there's a few exceptions to that. Inciting violence is one of them. So if you're like trying to rally people to go kill somebody, then that's really not freedom of speech. Um, but if you're like, I don't like that, then you can say that all you want, you know, or I love this, and that's, whatever. Exactly, exactly. But what he said, he was talking about Charlie Kirk and how he believes the one, they're using it wrong or something. I can't remember exact words. They're exploiting the death of Charlie Kirk or something. And they pressured ABC, and ABC was like, "You're out of here." So there's a lot of things people say out there that I don't agree with. But the consequences of just voicing your opinion peacefully doesn't mean you get canceled. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing to worry about. Excuse me. So yeah, there are things I'm afraid to say on here, not to get canceled, but there is kind of like a cancel culture. I'd get people to unsubscribe and things like that. I've lost viewers for some of my comments, but it is what it is. We got Anika. Hello, Anika. Thank you for joining me this morning. We're just kind of shooting the breeze, hanging out, drinking a cup of coffee. Where are you from, Anika? Uh, anyway, people are so divided and so hateful, Just can't get along. And there are differences, I get that. I got a message from somebody. Oh, that's from Johnny B. Uh-oh, he sent me a voice message. Should I play it out loud for everybody? Uh-oh, it's 1 minute long.
All right, so me and my friend had this exact same argument when he found out that Jimmy Kimmel got fired. So, yes, he has freedom of speech. Everybody has freedom of speech. And let's dive into freedom of speech. Freedom of speech means you have the freedom to say things and you won't just be blatantly thrown in prison for what you say. Freedom of speech is not freedom from consequences. So, for example, if I have an Xbox and I go online and I just trash talk the hell out of people, use racial slurs and everything, and Microsoft finds this out and decides to ban my account, yeah, I have the freedom of speech to go and harass people online. I do not have protection from the consequences of what I say. Neither does Jimmy Kimmel. If his higher ups do not like what he's saying and think that it's going to cause their ratings to drop, they have every right to terminate his employment. And that's just where I stand. So, but yes, you are right. Everybody does have freedom of speech. They do not have protection from the consequences of that speech.
Well, there you go. You heard it live from Johnny. And he makes a valid point. I agree with you. Yeah, you can get fired. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. And you make valid points. I like it. It's not like he got thrown in jail. He got fired from his job because his boss didn't like it. And you're right. There's stuff that if I said things online publicly, it could jeopardize my job. And there's things that I don't dive into and say because I don't want to jeopardize my job. So I get what you're saying. That makes perfect sense. Should have done a split screen, but you don't get on camera. Yep. If Johnny B would get on camera, we'd have an awesome live stream. I think it would boost ratings. I get you saying that makes perfect sense. I wasn't thinking of it that way. But that's why we have discussions, right? Uh-oh. We got another 15 seconds here.
And I'm using that specific Microsoft example, mind you, because I've personally been through that. I've had 2 of my accounts terminated for trash talk. So you can go and say whatever you want. That does not protect you from the consequences. I'm sorry.
You don't have to apologize, Johnny. You don't have to apologize. I like a good discussion. There's nothing hateful about what you said. You and I can discuss things. We're cool like that. I don't take offense to it. I see what you're saying. You make valid points. I wasn't thinking of it that way. And I play online games, and people say some really nasty stuff on there, and you know, people get vote kicked out of there, get them kicked out or whatever. I see what you're saying. And like I just said, if I said some stuff, I could jeopardize my job, and I don't want to do that either. So that's mainly why I don't talk about my work at all. If I can help it, just leave it alone. It's my job. Talk about other stuff. Talk about the lady down the street yelling right now. Oh man. You're all right, Johnny. You make valid points, man. I'm glad you're participating this morning. I miss having you in the conversation. She, when I ordered my coffee, she's like, "Does it matter what roast?" I'm like, "Nah, whatever." This is some strong coffee. She probably gave me this stuff nobody else wants. All right, sucker, here you go. You said it didn't matter. Oh man, I'll check it out. Terry's supposed to be joining us at some point. I came to this location because I wanted to buy more coffee beans, and get the can. Jittery Joe's is a coffee roaster here in Athens, Georgia, and they have actual cans of beans. They're whole beans because I grind my own, and this one's called the Drive-By Trucker Speed Coffee. They have all these different cans. It's basically the same coffee. It has maybe a little bit of different roasting method, but yeah, I was thinking. Terry called me yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, trucker speed! Look at there." Where's it? I don't know where everybody is. Kind of been flaking a little bit. People are probably just busy. You know, we can call Terry. I got his number. Call him up. Where the hell are you, brother? He called me twice yesterday. That's how bored he was. We're calling Terry the trucker. Nope. I think he put me in a voicemail. I don't hear him. Send him a message. Bloop. Let's see if he joins in now. Maybe I woke him up. He's out on the road, and he got a brand new truck from his company to drive, and somebody hit his fender and messed up the fender of his truck. This lady got the loudest flip-flops. Terry is on the phone. There's Terry. Uncle Terry. I got some Drive-By Trucker Speed coffee beans from the trucker and you. When I get done with this can, I'll send it to you, and you can have your Trucker Speed coffee. Drive-By Truckers. Oh, don't time him out. He just got here. Give him a chance, Johnny. If you go blocking him right away, I've only got 3 viewers right now. You block. Let's see here. Where did you find that mailbox, Terry? The patriotic mailbox. You got drove by. What do you mean? Here's a. I'll share the picture that Terry sent. Now, why did they think this was a good idea for a mailbox is beyond me. But that's the mailbox that I don't know if Terry saw it in person or found it on the internet. But that is strange. I don't know. On Facebook, that could be AI for all we know. Um, but yeah, that's a little. That is a wild take on a mailbox idea, and it's like a mannequin or something. Yeah. It would have been funnier if the guy was turned around, in my opinion. Just because the anatomy of it all. If he had it turned around, I think it would have been funnier. But who am I to say? Oh, you got it. He has a hit and run, huh? Brand new truck, and Terry got it all messed up. Can't have nothing nice. It was because it was shiny and new. It distracted him, and that's why they hit you. Were you in the truck when it hit you? Great Halloween costume idea. I don't know. I don't know. I told you what I'm going to do for Halloween, though. I'm going to have a crime scene in the front yard. Yep. So I'll have the chalk outline and everything. And caution tape. Something different. You know? I don't know. I could be creepy and put my no candy sign back up again. But that was a little extreme. Cancel culture could have got me on that one. Said you were going too far. You're out of here. Oh, you were asleep in the cab and they hit you. That's a rude way to wake up. There's Liz. Hey, Liz. Hey, Addie. How's it going? Is Addie watching? We got Uncle Terry and Grandpa Malcolm. Liz. We got Liz, Johnny, and we got a few people on here, some regulars. It's Sunday morning. People are probably sleeping in. No big deal. I tried to sleep in a little bit this morning. Robert wouldn't let me. He pulls the covers off of me now. He's figured out that if he gets on the bed, he can just pull the covers right off of me. So I'm like holding on to the covers. I'm yelling at him, and he's pulling back. He's trying to get them off of there. He doesn't bite them. He just claws at them and just pulls them back. The dog is a mess. I've taught him how to sit, though, playing fetch. Hey, Aiden. Oh, playing with a hotel phone. Keep calling the office all day. Aiden and Addie. Well, Addie gets excited and calls me Grandpa. I don't know if Aiden does or not. Sometimes he watches. That's cool. I was saying something that totally left my mind. I don't know what else I'm going to do today. I think I will go to the range today. I got nothing else going on. What's Aiden playing? Is he just playing games? Do a range video? I could. I did some freeze frame images of me at the range with the flash coming out of the muzzle. And I put that on YouTube. You gotta check that one out, Johnny. They won't let you bring your own portraits up to hang up either. Oh, and exotic pets like snakes and lizards. Exotic pet show. There's a little wildlife center, kind of like a zoo, on the north side of town. It's a wildlife center. We've got that little path so you can walk around, you can see the animals and stuff like that. And they do have a room with like snakes and stuff in it. I, gosh, 10 years ago, I went there with the kids. I don't know. It was a long time ago. And I remember that. They had a bald eagle in there they had rescued. It had a broken wing or something like that. And it was never able to really start flying again, so they kind of just they kept it there at the center, and they I don't know if the eagle's still there or not. It's a big bird, not the one on Sesame Street either. You got it at Ollie's. Yeah, you're done. We'll find it. eBay. That's the only way you're gonna find a replacement, Liz. If you're lucky to even get it on eBay, because Ollie's gets secondhand stuff. You know, they get a lot of returns and things too. Still find stuff there. He was a gator handler on an airboat. Hey, I'm not handling any of them. Lizards, snakes. I mean, I'm not scared of them. I guess I am snakes. I'm not going to go up and be like, hey, snaky, snaky, snake. But I'm not going to run away screaming either at the same time. You never want, you know what I'm saying? Only the bald ones. Yep. So, what was I going to say? Yeah, I'm not looking to pet snakes and stuff. And I have no desire to wrestle alligators and crocodiles or whatever. Yeah. Some other people can do that. I saw a cardinal in the backyard when they molt and they lose their feathers and they're bald. Bald cardinals instead of bald eagles. I was playing around with AI. Check this out. It's gotten a lot better, AI has. It's just going to keep getting better and better and better too as time goes on. Check out this little video it made. Is it going to play it? Now I took a picture of my hand. I took a picture of my hand and it animated the bird coming. Now when it flies away it looks cheesy, but when it comes in and lands and pecks at my hand, it looks pretty darn real. Now if it hadn't had the sound effects and the bird flying backwards, it would look really cool. But yeah, it is cool, isn't it? So I just took a picture of my hand sticking out, and then it animated my hand and everything. It's wild. So maybe I could take that same thing and have it put a bald eagle in my hand. It would be huge. I have to have my arm out there. I'm just hanging in the backyard, letting the bald eagle land on top of me. Yeah, some of it's pretty comical. This is the Google version of AI called VO, VO, VEA, VEO. Bleh. Um, and it's quite it's pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. When I do those WTF news and I have the news anchor, that's what I'm using. You can tell it's kind of not real as well, but it's getting better. Some of it's just garbage. You'll find it. People put in their put on the internet, and you'll be like, say YouTube for example, when you're doing the shorts and you're looking through, and you'll come across these really cheesy garbage videos that look just horrible. What is it? Shows a picture of grandma, and she's like, and then all of a sudden she makes this awkward walk, and she gets on this motorcycle and rides off into the sunset. It just her leg is like going through the motorcycle and stuff. I don't know. It's just really bad. How about your cheeseburger? I don't know what you're talking about, Terry. We were talking about AI. I think Terry's hungry. You've seen those though, those really bad AI videos. Uh, I know people believe it. People believe it. They see this stuff. They're like, I saw it. It's right there. How is it not real? I saw it. I mean, we could sit here and play with it for a minute or two if you wanted to. You guys have anything you want it to animate? Let's do that. Let's do that one, like I said, and have a bald eagle land on my hand. Let's see how well it does. I'm typing it in. All right. It takes a couple minutes for it to think and generate it. Seeing is believing. I saw it. Yeah, UFOs. What was it the other day? I was talking about Jimmy Carter. Uh, some of his guys at the Moose Lodge or something saw this UFO, and then when he became president, he was like, "Oh yeah, disregard that." I can't read, or I can't read. I gotta go back and find out what Terry's talking about. How about my cheeseburger in paradise? I don't know what you're talking about, dude. You're gonna have to elaborate. Nope, I don't remember what you posted. I don't. Honestly, don't remember what you posted. I have a horrible memory. It's 55%. It takes a couple of minutes for it to generate the video. And it only does 8 seconds long. All right. I haven't seen it. You haven't seen it. Let's see it. Let's see what happens here. Not too bad. There you go. There's your bald eagle. In my backyard. Now you're seeing it through looking on my screen, it looks super real. Now, the aspect ratio of it being able to land on my hand and look that size, it looks crystal clear on my screen when I'm looking at it, but from holding it up to the camera for you guys to see it, it's going to be a little fuzzy. Yep. And you can, yeah, just do all kinds of stuff like that. It's wild. A bald eagle in my backyard. There you go. I thought about putting a little bit of bird seed in my hand and then doing that with like different clips of different birds coming and landing on my hand. But look, I'm friendly with all the birds in my backyard. I don't know how to read your name. Tyler? Is that Tyler or Haler? I don't know what it says. It says, whoever that is says hello, so I'll say hi back. You got some scriptive text down there, and it's super small, and I can't read it because I'm old. But it is pretty cool. Bald eagle landed on my hand. Who would have thunk? I gotta have like a supermodel walk up and grab my hand. I just had this random supermodel in a bikini in my backyard. She walked up and grabbed my hand. Yeah, you don't have to give us your real name. You can call yourself Billy Bob. I don't care. Uh-oh. Terry sent me a text message. Oh, the cheeseburger. That cheeseburger. Here's AI cheeseburger for National Cheeseburger Day. It kind of looks disgusting, honestly. I love cheeseburgers, but that's just like too damn much. Delicious heart attack. That'll feed your whole family. You cut that up into different chunks, you can feed your whole family. You wouldn't even need French fries. That's how much meat is sitting right there. That's like a meatloaf with buns on the ends. A cheesy meatloaf. Just lay it down and chop it up. There you go. You don't put it past the boys to eat that big cheeseburger, and you guys are like eating like birds. The girls. I got a little bit of a cheeseburger. Oh, I'm so full. Good stuff. Oh man. I want to do the supermodel in my backyard. Let's do that one. I'm going to have the supermodel say something too. We'll see how well it does. Do a swingers party in my backyard. I don't want to do anything pornographic. I'm not going to subject my backyard to that, Terry. Can't do sexual content. I said have a supermodel bikini come up and grab my hand. I have to rephrase it. All right, I rephrased it to see if it'll take it that way. Sometimes it's like Google's like, "I'm sorry, can't do that. It's too sexual." Really? I just asked for a girl in bikini to come up and grab my hand. That's all I said on there. It's like, nope, can't do it. Can't do it. Oh my gosh. Get flagged on Facebook for that. You're letting your kids run around like that. Mind your own damn business. Shave his head and put him back out there in the same trunk. So, like, you happy now? Before and after. Let the kid play. Gosh. Like, you could have used AI before you put it on there and have it change his hair. Just upload the video and put in a prompt that says change his hair to be shaved off. It couldn't do the audio part of it, but it does have her walking up and grabbing my hand in my backyard. And she's barefoot. I was trying to get her to say, "Let's go, Malcolm," but it wouldn't do the audio part for some reason. There you go. I don't know why it wouldn't do the audio part. It's weird sometimes. It gets finicky sometimes like that. I don't know. Oh, she was asking where Terry was. Got it. Yeah. She was in my backyard barefoot in a dress looking for you. Oh, man. I can do like a pack of wolves in my backyard about to attack me. I mean, you can ask it to do pretty much anything. Get a picture of Robert and have him like leading a pack of wolves. Animate that. Hey, Robert, he's kicking ass, man. He's got a whole team now. Yeah, she would get eaten, or she wouldn't survive. Robert would kill her. It's just in his nature to kill everything that comes in the yard, except me. I feed him and pet him. That's it.
Good day, man. My neighbor.
You ever had a pair of flip flops and you get them wet and they're like super squeaky? Those are the loudest damn flip flops. She can't sneak up on anybody with those things. She's like, wait, 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 every step. Can you hear it? A car coming by now. She's walking down the sidewalk down the other street now. Still hear them. I'd be annoyed if I had to walk with those things on. Squeak flops. That's it. Squeak flops. Oh, man. Tried to watch a movie last night and just couldn't find anything good to watch. I ended up watching Star Trek instead. There was this one show on that I thought would be good. It had 3 seasons worth, so I said, okay, it's got 3 seasons, doing okay. People are watching it, right? And it was boring. I couldn't understand half the stuff they were saying. At least on Star Trek, they speak clearly. I don't know. It's just, maybe it's just me being old. It's just you and I, Terry. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. I'm boring. I'm not as exciting as I used to be, Terry. That's what it is. The newness has worn off of me. I've been doing this for a year now. They get bored and they move on. Yep, I gotta think of something different if I want to keep getting this channel going. Gotta do something outrageous. I don't know. I still like doing the Coffee with Malcolm in the mornings, though. They get maybe 50 views. Really, that's about it. I think if I could get my sister to join me one morning or something like that, that'd probably do pretty good. People like her, she's entertaining. Have special guests on. I don't know anybody though, you know. Everyone left us. Wah, wah, wah. Chicago Fire and Chicago CSI Special Victims Unit. My sister is hot. She's my sister. That's like I find her annoying sometimes. She's got her own little YouTube channel. She's doing plants and wildlife in Northwest Pacific. She's up in Washington State. See, she does these little videos of plants and stuff. Next weekend, I'm going to build a bookshelf in my living room. It's kind of like an entertainment center type thing, but it's going to be not as gaudy, if you will. And so I'm going to kind of build this like bookshelf underneath the TV, and then I can put a couple of things on and kind of fix it up a little bit. I've got an idea in my head. I just got to manifest it, make it happen. Could do some online gaming again, stream that. I don't know. You got any ideas for me, Terry? Realistic ideas? I said it was National Chai Day today. Malcolm the Builder. Show me with a hammer. Hey, and like a band-aid on my forehead or something. Eventually I'll run out of stuff to build. I can't just keep building stuff all the time just for videos. You know? I don't know. I don't know if even if I would do that. And much less we. Oh gosh. Sad truth, it'll be just Robert and I for the rest of my life. Or the rest of his life anyway. No prospects. Which is fine. But it happens, it happens. It don't. That's all good. I need to go home, take him for a walk. I think I'll go do that. I know, OnlyFans, huh? I want to build my YouTube channel. I don't want to create another account and start from scratch on something else like that. I want to build up my YouTube channel. I need some ideas. So things that I can do that would grab the attention of the audience and retain them for a period of time, you know? I'm not getting married again. She'd have to completely sweep me off my feet and be like that animated woman barefoot in the backyard wanting to hold my hand. It's something like that. It's never going to happen for me. I enjoy my freedom now. I don't, I'll be able to come and go and do what I want. I don't want to be tied down. You know what I'm saying? But I find that women are very controlling, at least in my experience. So, yeah. Now I got burned pretty hard on my divorce, so I have no desire to go through that again. I don't need a piece of paper to solidify a relationship. What is something I could start doing, Liz, that would retain audience attention on my YouTube channel? You're starting to do exercise videos. People love that stuff. I do have a workout bench. I have a weight bench. I could be doing that, but I don't know. I feel kind of embarrassed doing that in front of other stuff. Hey guys. And I have a massive following. I know. He's different. Really different. No, it'd be the norm now. If I did that, I would be just like everybody else. Being the way I am right now is the so different. You know? He's normal. Look how different he is. Let's turn queer. No, I have no desire to do that either. That does not excite me in any way. Does not excite me. Potter's wheel and a thong. I have seen those too. People on potter wheels, just sitting there making stuff. Ooh, you know. Next spring, I'm going to be building my own shed/workshop. I want that for my tools and things like that anyway. Materials and everything, I think it'll run me about $3,000, and I'm going to make it 8 foot by 16 foot. That's the floor plan I want to have, and I think I can build it on my own. I know I can build it, which for price wise would be around $3,000, I think. So yeah. If we had nipples. We can get fake nipples, put them under my shirt, be like, hey guys. Oh man. There was this one, I don't know how real or not it is. Basically had a face filter, and it made this older woman look like she was in her 30s, but really super hot. And she had this huge following, but she forgot to turn the filter on, and it showed her real face. Some people were like, what the hell? That's it, your shirts aren't tight enough, Liz. you gotta have all the girls in front of the stage. That's what it is. You gotta have your girls out on front stage. Twerks for dollars. I don't know if I should ask you for advice anymore, Terry. I want to do something that people aren't doing. I want to be something different. You got people out there already lifting weights and stuff like that. They look great. They got great muscle physique and everything. I am nowhere near that. I'm flabby. I could get there eventually with some hard work. But I don't know. I want to be like them people scrolling like, What's he doing? I've never seen that before. Oh well. We'll just see. We'll just keep on trucking, doing what we're doing. I need the WTF news things are a flop now, though. I'm real. People want to relate. I get that. I try to just be myself, you know. If you watch it long enough, you can catch a side view. She'll flash you once in a while. Whoopsie. They call those Easter eggs. When you find the little nugget of something in the show, you're like, oh, well, I saw that. Did you see that? That's funny. You know what? I think I will. I'll go to the gun range today, and I want to get a good cheeseburger. Wesley! We've been trash talking you, Wesley. Everybody's like, where's Wesley? Where's that boy from Texas? There he is, everybody. There's Wesley. Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-dum. He's still alive, guys. He's still alive. My garden's doing pretty good. I planted peas and green beans. They're supposed to be like fall crops. I don't know how well it's going to work out. But my bell peppers, I got a bunch of bell peppers now. That's why I made that one dish the other day. Yeah, JB did call you a bum, Wesley. We'll rat him out. You can go back in the video and see. He's like, where's that bum, Wesley? He always calls you. Hey, at least he's consistent, right? You bum. Yep, bum. You got no cash. You got no job. No place to live. You're a bum. That's all you ever be is a bum. That's Pulp Fiction, John Travolta. He's playing Vince. He's playing Vince on Pulp Fiction, and they're having that conversation. Like, without no currency and no job, you're just a bum. That's all you ever be is a bum. Mel's kicking ass in Texas. She's gone down there and she's loving it. She's doing good for herself down there. She hit the ground running in Texas and doing good for herself. Stayed really busy, all those cracked windshields. Is there a time of year that's busier than the rest, Wesley? With cracked windshields? Do people like pour hot water on their windshield in the wintertime and shatter it? Do they do that any? How many of those do you get? I just had a pot of hot water trying to melt the ice off my windshield and it busted. A lot. That's hilarious. I didn't know. Oh my gosh. That's funny. Winter cracks the chips more than summer. Huh. Well, there you go. Now we know. Winter time. That's when Wesley's really going to be busy. But it'll be cold out, so he's not complaining about, sweating and stuff. Some rest storm. So you'll never run out of business. You'll never run out of jobs, Wesley. Unless they start installing bulletproof glass on cars. then you'll always be in business. You'll always have jobs. The cold hurts the old man. Hang in there, old man. I am taking vacation October 6th through 10th. Wow, the county fair's here, so people are getting the windows busted out. Jeez. I guess you just see it all, don't you? Which car has the hardest windshield to change? When somebody calls up and say, I have this car, you're like, holy shit, I hate those cars. I don't know. I may go hiking or something like that. Check out a couple of parks. If I can get Robert to get in the car. Land Rovers and Corvettes. Well, I don't own. I have a Subaru, so no Land Rovers for me. Those things are like just maintenance, just throwing money at those things all the time. Oh, they can't stay away. They're like, what are you doing in my car? What are you doing? Are you gonna do that right? Gosh, I couldn't stand that. When I was doing computer repairs, people would hover over my shoulder and watch what I'm doing. How's he doing that? What's he doing? Can you slow down so I can write this down? Really? Yeah, I don't think you'll ever run out of business, Wesley. Because you can't just go to the store and buy a windshield for your car and do it yourself. You know what I mean? Is this your first day doing this stuff? Now that you're older, they're like, oh, you've been doing this for years. Yeah. I remember in the 90s, I had this little car. Somebody busted out the back window, and and they stole my radio. Back when stealing radios were a thing. And they never caught the guy. They never found him. Never found my radio. None of that stuff. Anyway, well, I'm going to get off here, guys. All your mixtapes. I worked hard on those mixtapes, damn it. And somebody took them all. Not actual, like, produced cassettes with music artists on them. I mixed those personal. You guys have a great day. Thanks for hanging out with me. I get done with this Trucker's Blend. If you want this can, I can send it to you, Terry. I bought it. You had you in mind when I bought this thing. I was thinking about you, Terry. Have a great day, guys. Enjoy your day. Bye.